It feels good. Play angry, I like it. You stand here and weight the ball on your hip and you're staring down the pass. So I really need you to catch and rip through so you can see this UCLA cut happening in front of you. And when you jab step, you can also put the same leg over the top. If you want to work on your floater, Presley likes to do that so he can shoot over all the 5'10" centers in the South Coast League. Okay? All right, so let's break up on both ends. Here we go. So last year, I didn't know what to expect because so many people had left the program and we were rebuilding, and I was going to give it like a 2-year process to rebuild. But the kids bought in really early and they worked really hard, and before you knew it, we were 18-2 coming into league, and then we had an unfortunate accident and Jake got hurt.
I don't know, I felt like I let my team down a little bit because they needed me during the next few games after that, and I couldn't be there. It was difficult, and then road to recovery was very difficult too, but I'm like starting to get back, and I get cleared on November 11th to start doing full contact. So can't wait for the season.
Bringing Jake back, he basically averaged a double-double for us. So, I mean, having extra 10 points, 10 rebounds a game will come a long way in games to come.
Because a lot of people say that he's like the only reason we win. But at the same time, it's like we have key players on this team. Like, yeah, he's a great player. But at the same time, our defense, everything, puts into the team win.
And we ended up going 4-4 and make it to the second round of CIF. That being said, the 8 guys that I have returning are now hungrier to do better than the 23 wins, to do better than second round of the playoffs, to do better than the top 3 in league. You know, they want to win league. They want to go get banners and rings, and they want to, you know, kind of immortalize themselves in this case that you see behind me.
Experience helps a lot. Experience knowing, like, for example, the last minute of the game, not make stupid turnovers, not making horrible passes, fake passing, just making the right decisions.
Last year, people underestimated us a lot. They didn't expect us to do what we did. We went 22-7, and not only that, we expect to do a lot better this year.
They understand what is expected of them, and I can walk in after doing paperwork and they've already started practice. Where last year it was kind of wait and see. They've really embraced it and taken the onus on themselves to be leaders.
To me, being a glue guy is the guy that goes and does the things that don't necessarily show up in the box score. It's the guy that sets hard screens, dives on loose balls, really just helps keep the team working together and functioning even if I'm not the best player.
You're becoming a crafty veteran. Those subtle foot moves, you're becoming a crafty veteran.
Also, for a team, not everyone can be the scorer, and it's the little things behind the scenes that help and to attribute to the success of a team.
And that's really difficult, you know, when you ask someone to fulfill a role. I mean, the one thing we talked about this year is doing your job, and if everybody just fulfills their role and accepts their role, we're going to be a good, cohesive unit. Griff Higgins, he comes back, he's like a bulldog on defense. Griff's done a really good job in changing his body, and that is he's gone into lift. He's put on 15 pounds since last year. He's considerably stronger. Worked on his jump shot. Told me he wants to play at the next level.
So what does all that experience bring to the table?
Just a higher IQ of our plays and like what we should do, the reads we need to make, and just the intensity that we bring every day.
Nate, like Griff, tenacious defender. Nate Hewitt's going to come back. It's going to be his 4th year. Hit game-winning shots last year. He's hit 3 big game-winning shots in our gym. You know, those are some, you know, intangibles that he brings, and he's also lifted, made himself stronger. I'm most proud of Nate too because he's balanced between his academics and basketball, and it really shows some maturation on his part.
A lot of it has just been getting in the gym every day, you know, just working on my shot, working on my handles, been in the weight room, and my teammates have been doing it with me, and I think it'll help us a lot this year.
Jake Conerty, obviously he was, you know, triple-double, first round of the playoffs. He made all CIF last year after 1 game. Very, very dominant player, and he kind of made us go, you know, last year. He's a really difficult matchup because if a post guards him, he can handle the ball, and if a guard guards him, he's pretty physical in the post.
It's nice because now our team is learning to play without me when I was a point guard at that position, and they've really thrived, and they're doing really well. And I feel like when I come back, it will just be that X factor that we really need to win a CIF championship.
Ray Cavillion comes back. Ray has also put on 15 pounds, done a really good job in the weight room, shooting the ball, really wanted to transform his body, and he's talked about playing overseas in the Philippines. So he's not only working toward this year, but an extended goal of playing overseas.
I had a rough shooting year last year, and I just try to stay more consistent on my follow-through, on everything, all the little details. For drives, because my left hand, I try to go right, so it's hard to guard. So basically, just every aspect, especially defense.
It's coming upon us that quickly, right? And then all that being said, take care of your business early on. We got another team from Australia coming, play another team from Australia, you know, that'll be fun. And then the following day after we play them, we're on a plane to Maui again to go back to defend our title. Okay, so we're about maybe 5 weeks away from heading back there. But we got some business ahead of time to take care of, especially here in the Inferno, where we came up a little bit short last year. Okay, have a great day today. Take care of your grades. Okay, and do good things. Diablos on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Diablos.